What is up, my loves? It's your girl Diamond. I am back with my own new review of the Belle Collective. This is season 5, reunion part 2. Okay, so we are back with the big bad beach whale, Letitia, arguing with Dr. Antoinette Lyles, thinking that she ate by thinking that she had inside information as to why Antoinette is not practicing because she said Mint Dental is no longer there. You're not practicing. Well, as it turns out, if the big bad beach whale would listen, that Antoinette sold her business for profit. Once she created her business from the ground up with no help from nobody, big people came and was interested in wondering if she was going to sell. Oh, baby, yes, I did. I sold for profit. So all the proceeds of my business would still go to me. And I ain't got to work. I can go anywhere, I can do anything and still make money. Oh, that's what I did, ma'am. That's what I did. But the way that she made it seem as if Antoinette still can't work anywhere, she has an active dental license. She can work anywhere. You want to make it seem as if she lost her business, she couldn't afford her business, her license got taken away from her. Girl, you wish. No, ma'am. No, ma'am, no, ma'am, no, ma'am. Like for someone who is supposed to be about how to navigate business or how to help people start a business, you don't know how to handle business, obviously. You don't. Okay? You obviously don't. So we also get Antoinette's explanation as to what she meant when she says she loses money when she's filming. Because I have to push all of my clients back. I have to literally get them out within 2 to 3 days in order for me to be available to film for the next 4 days. And in that time, I'm not seeing an abundance of accomplishments. I'm not seeing grand openings. I'm not seeing any achievements of other women's businesses. I am not seeing that. Now, Marie was like, what? Oh, no, let me stop. I just went under the water. Let me be quiet. I went under the water, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Marie, I don't think that applies to you. Because we all know, while you've done a lot, as far as drama and everything else, you have been opening up a lot of methadone clinics. You have. We all know she wasn't talking about Akeisha. Akeisha got her keys to her building. She also debuted a pajama line meant for women going through menopause. We know Latrice has opened up 2 businesses. Like, we know she's not talking about any of these ladies. I do think the only person she is talking about is Letitia. Letitia is the only one who don't showcase her business. She's talking about how fake Letitia is, about how she never actually showcases any of her businesses. She wants to pretend like she's this boss bitch when she's really not, okay? So I don't think anybody should ever take offense to Antoinette making a generalized statement that if I'm going to be a part of a show where we're supposed to be advocating for business and we're supposed to be, being a part of this reality TV show for a purpose, I'm going to be a part of it. If it's not serving a purpose, I'm not going to sign up for it. And she said, I don't need a side hustle, which we all know. Carlos don't pay y'all the way Bravo pays. We all know it is literally chump change. This is pocket change. But for Letitia, she needs his pocket change. And is Antoinette dating anybody? Yes, she has open applications. I think she might have cut herself off from dating when she got her divorce and she wanted to focus on her business. But hey, she's young, she's successful, she got all the time in the world to get dick whenever she wants to. Would Antoinette ever come back to the show? Do anybody else want Antoinette to come back to the show? Excuse me, majority of everybody rose their hands except for Marie. And it was surprising to see Letitia. But Letitia knows it's a check, and she's like, Antoinette knows she wants to come back because that's what we have. We have a love-hate thing going on. Is it a love-hate thing going on, or do you see dollar signs? Because we all know that Letitia, what will be your storyline this upcoming season now that Akeisha is gone and Gucci's gone? Who will you beef with? So I think that you might want to have another end as to how your storyline will be. But Marie, I don't know. But either way, Antoinette was like, ooh, I'm trying to get out of Mississippi. I don't want to be here. Yes, Antoinette is one of the original Bells. Antoinette was one of the cast members that I liked the most, along with Latrice. But he always gives a disclaimer. Whenever one of his cast members leave the show, he gives an open door policy for them to return at any point in time. Okay, sure. They never will return. And we bid Antoinette farewell. It was nice seeing her. I don't know. Will she come back as a friend of to shake things up? It'd be nice. I love that she keeps her foot on Letitia's ass, all right? But in order for Antoinette to come back, it gotta make sense for her. If it's not, it's not. We're gonna move on from there. Okay, so we're moving on. We now get the men coming on stage, and all the men look great. Willie looked amazing. His outfit fitted him from head to toe, and he had his cute little lock bun on. JJ, he had a bright blue velvet suit, nice, clean, but it was flashy as hell because that's JJ's character. He's flashy, he's extra. He got his two ponytails. Then he got gemstones written in the back of his head. They not like us, as if anybody cares to be like y'all. Extra as fuck. Stop. Glenn cleaned up nice, and Cliff is just Cliff. Okay. Um, Carlos said he wanted to dedicate a segment just for the men. No, it's not a dedication. It's something that you already needed to happen. We needed to have a conversation to discuss all of the shade that the men have been dealing with this season. So we get to the segment of Glenn and Cliff throwing shots at Willie for no reason, because Willie represents himself to be a person of high caliber, high standards, a man who's confident in himself. He's confident in his marriage. He's willing to stick up for his wife, and y'all can't handle that because that's what y'all don't do. During the segment of how, ooh, it was so good to see Willie almost ram through these people just to get to Glenn. Ooh, I wish he got close. Anyway, he asked Willie what happened. He said, I was kind of blindsided about what happened at the event because I thought we had a great time in New Orleans. We got to a place of understanding. So I'm like, what changed? And I don't like the confusion on Cliff and Glenn's face that they don't understand how it got switched, on how it changed, because it did. Y'all was literally talking about how y'all don't like him, and you thinking that he's an asshole, but he's telling you, I understand we've been throwing jabs at one another, but I've never once disrespected y'all. I've never acted like I never respected y'all. I actually respect y'all. I do. I know what I've said. I know I can come off how I can come off, but I've never once crossed that line with y'all. And I thought from y'all having that conversation in New Orleans where y'all understood y'all not going to be friends, but y'all were at least going to be moving on to a cordial place. So how can we switch that up to how you really wanted to throw blows at this man? How? Then you got Letitia in the background caping for Glenn, caping for anything else because she ain't got nothing else to do, by saying that that's how she felt with Akeisha, that the energy switched from New Orleans. What you mean the energy switched from New Orleans? What energy did Akeisha give you from New Orleans? After you must have looked at the confessional where Akeisha calls you out for being messy by bringing JJ, Gucci, and Selena in the same room, knowing the situation and knowing that they were not supposed to be in the same place in the same time. That's why you feel like the energy changed. Why? Because she called it out? Because it was the truth? You were being messy? Fuck out of here, Letitia. Big Bat Beach Whale, go away from me. Anyway, Cliff was already defending Glenn because Cliff is Glenn's mouthpiece and vice versa. Glenn can never speak for himself. And he's saying it all went downhill once Willie told Glenn to suck his bells, and he didn't like that. No, what went down, Cliff, Bert and Ernie, is the fact that Glenn wouldn't shake Willie's hand. That's where it all went left. Y'all want to keep on ignoring all the bullshit. Y'all been giving Willie all this time and felt like it all went downhill when he said, suck my bells. Nigga, fuck out of here. Shut up. Shut up, shut up, shut up. And I keep getting, I keep getting annoyed every time Cliff said that you can't say this to a man like Glenn. Glenn is not that type of man. He can't handle a type of joke like that, but I can. But then I also realized that Willie can't take a joke as well. If I hit him with the same joke, he's not going to be able to take it. No, sir. He can take it. You can't take it. But when he said suck my bells, like Willie said, I wasn't joking. So how can you say he can't say that to Glenn as if what y'all wasn't saying that was disrespectful as well? I feel like y'all never thought that Willie would react, but since y'all was egging him on to react, then when y'all got what y'all was looking for, now y'all want to be like, oh my God, how did we get here? Wasn't that deep? Wasn't that serious? No, y'all was very serious by calling him a Belle, saying he a woman, all this and the third, just stupid shit, right? Then we're going back and forth about how he wasn't joking. Glenn said he knows body language. Willie said, okay, well, who stood up first? Letitia, again, being loud and wrong by saying, you did, Willie. No, bitch. No, you beach back well in a dress. No. Fucking pearl looking ass bitch. No. It was Cliff. Cliff stood up first. Okay. He had to do his big announcement how he don't like Willie. Tisha, please shut up. No, sit back. Sit back. Nobody's talking to you because I feel like you're not remembering the situation because you want everybody to place the blame on Willie and Akeisha. It's not gonna fucking work. Y'all was being the fucking instigators of that situation. So now we know Cliff don't like Willie, which I don't understand why. Cliff want to say he's been jabbing at me for the last 2 years, and he's like, what have I been doing other than call you out for your mindset? Other than call you out about how you tend to switch up and change when you drink. You tend to embarrass your wife. You tend to not value your wife. That's what I do. And then I have always said to you, I can't understand a word that you're saying. You mumble. I can't understand you. You are incoherent, sir. Which is the truth. Who can understand Cliff's words? Who? He has a thick ass accent. He mumbles. You got. So when he said you need to be a better man and not act like you in the 1940s, man, women are allowed to vote. Okay, be a better man. Stop embarrassing your wife. Stop allowing alcohol to speak for you because we've seen how Cliff gets when he drinks, and we all seen the way he treats the trees. So he's not wrong for calling him out in that manner. He's not. So JJ, he gives his perspective about how there's a limit that men will allow when you go back and forth and you jonesing and everything. But when you keep on throwing shots about how you a Belle, you a bitch, I don't like you, that's only going to last so long where someone really is going to get offended and it's going to pop off, which is exactly what happened. Like, how long did you guys expect to think y'all can still keep on jabbing Willie by calling him a female, saying how you don't like him and this and the third? How? How long did y'all expect for him to accept it and him not get annoyed? How? So then we speak on the comment that Glenn made, but Carlos wants him to hold that comment until he gets back on stage. He's like, okay, fine, but let me just say this. While Cliff has always said to me, we're not there, we're not going to ever be there, I understood that. I wasn't going to press on us reaching a level we were never going to reach of becoming friends, but me and Glenn, we were there. We have had heart-to-heart conversations off camera. And here go Letitia. What are you talking about? You've never had heart-to-heart conversations. You don't even have his number. I swear to God, if you don't get your big back ass away from me with this, Letitia, shut the fuck up and sit back. No. Shut the fuck up and sit back. I'm tired of your big ass talking about shit you don't fucking know. Apparently, you don't even know that your own husband has had conversations with Willie about where he is in his life, how he wants advice, he wants to be a better person. Sit your big ass back. Either way, he said, we have had heart-to-heart conversations. We have talked. And Glenn said, but I've never had a problem with you. We have had conversations. But I feel like the energy went left when you told me to suck your bells. Glenn, you are such a fucking liar when you say the issue never became an issue until Willie told you to suck his bells. No, let's go back to the beginning. Y'all have been hazing this man since the season. You went to his birthday party where it was a normal birthday party, a normal fish fry, and you say, I don't know if I like being around them because whenever I'm around them, I feel like it's an uppity energy in the air, which I never understood because you never gave clarification. Like, y'all wish y'all was in the same place as Willie and Akeisha. Letitia wishes she was a professional athlete's wife. Wishes, okay? You and Cliff just went along to go along to haze this man, to just talk bad about him like some messy ass females, and tell him about another man who shows up and actually supports his wife, defends his wife, loves his wife, respects his wife. The same traits y'all motherfuckers don't possess. And it's all because y'all are intimidated because Willie is a professional NFL football player with 2 championship rings. And all you men are some backwater ass niggas from Mississippi. No disrespect to people who live in Mississippi. No disrespect from anybody that have made a success from where they came from. But for Glenn, yeah, you definitely are entering in a midlife crisis of what you wish your life would have become instead of you going on that damn tugboat, okay? You wish that you would have made something else out of yourself when you decided to become a man. So when you see Willie, who's living the life you wish you live in, now you're mad because he's flaunting in front of you when he's not really flaunting in front of you. That's just him being him. And you can't handle a man who just exudes that confidence, exudes that energy that you just don't possess. Period, point blank. And then Glenn want to provide a degree of separation between him and Willie by saying, I'm different, I'm built different. Okay, you can't tell a man who's about that street life to say, get off your nuts. What the fuck are you talking about, Glenn? Why are you trying to make it seem as if Willie never had humble beginnings? Willie don't know how hard it is to live in harsh times. Like he's never been in the projects before. That's a part of how y'all never really got to know Willie. All y'all did was generalize him and made assumptions of him because he's a retired NFL football player and just thought that he was born with a silver spoon in his mouth. Never thought he had humble beginnings. Never thought he had a harsh time growing up. Y'all never thought that. And Glenn, you want to be using that street mentality about how you can't tell a black man this? First of all, you can't disrespect the black man's wife. How about that? You can't not dab a man's hand as a way to say, I don't want to say nothing to you. That's a sign of disrespect when you don't shake another man's hand. When you step on another man's shoes, when you disrespect his car, and when you disrespect his wife. There are plenty of things that are a sign of disrespect versus then get off my nuts. Fuck out of here, Glenn. Like, you're not doing anything by trying to separate that Willie don't know what it is when he's around real men who's about that street life, as if you don't know what Willie has endured. You don't know him. So fuck out of here, Glenn. Nigga, suck my dick. How about that? There are plenty of men who have said, suck my dick, and it's been a sign of disrespect. That's not the first time you've heard that shit. So why are you making it seem as if Willie is so out of pocket for telling you when you've been disrespecting him? You don't think it was disrespectful when he said you was dumb and dumber? You didn't get mad about that? Like, no. Willie said, listen to me, that was the problem for me. The problem is I'm sitting with my wife. We're at an establishment celebrating Latrice and Cliff. And also we're celebrating your birthday. We're here to celebrate you guys. So how did I become the center of attention? How did I become a topic of conversation? Why are y'all throwing jabs at me? And hello, where were the bells going off? That makes a whole bunch of sense. You wanted that energy, Glenn, when you didn't shake his hand. When y'all was both going back and forth, insulting jabs at one another that never made fucking sense. Like, get the fuck out of here. And Carlos, you're not listening. You're trying to enunciate and break it down to Willie like he's a toddler by saying, do you not understand how Glenn could feel some type of way when you said suck his bells? You don't think that that could have been something that he wouldn't have gotten upset about? But we're not talking about what made Willie get upset. Like he said, what should I have not liked? What should I have not appreciated or what's been said towards me and my wife? Like Carlos, you are showing your biasness and probably your attraction to the men on the other side of the couch. Because how is it that you're trying to convince Willie that what he said is what led things to this point? No, it's what Glenn and Cliff did. They have been coming at him all season. We're going to get into Glenn trying to make it seem as if Willie is in competition with Cliff because he got Latrice and all he has is Akeisha. Glenn made a comment that shaded his wife and Willie had a response to beat his ass. Point blank, period. Like, Carlos, sometimes I think you overlook purposefully disrespect towards women and you're so focused on the disrespect towards the man. And it's very crazy to me. It's annoying. Very, very annoying. It's bullshit. But anyway, moving on. Now, all the couples have arrived on the stage with Marie and Tambra sitting by themselves. We also have Selena's fiance, Mike. And we started with Willie and Akeisha because we're talking about their sex life, and then JJ brings up Coochie in a can. I really didn't care about this part of the segment. What I really wanted them to talk about was how did Akeisha navigate her going through menopause. That would have been a great opportunity to talk about. But we didn't do that. We just spent majority of it talking about Coochie in a can that I didn't really care about hearing. And Carlos want to try Coochie in a can. Good night. I don't care. Don't care. Then we get to JJ's family drama where he didn't show up for Star's baby shower. And him expressing why he didn't need to show up because while he wants to be there for his daughter, he just don't see himself sitting down next to his ex and forming a relationship. That's not going to happen. Then we get to how he gets upset finding out in New Orleans when Selena and Gucci did have an open eyes conversation. And he got mad about it. And Carlos called it out that throughout this season, it does appear and show that you were the common denominator as to why you're preventing Gucci and Selena from forming a friendship. Why? What are you trying to hide? What are you trying to prevent? Like, what is your reasoning of not wanting your ex-wife to form some type of relationship with your ex-wife? So then he says, I know everybody has their own way of controlling situations, and I have my way of controlling my situation. And mentioning the conversation they had in New Orleans, he felt like the conversation would have went left if they was to be in the same place because of what happened last time. But JJ, it didn't go left. We all can go back to that season where they did have a fight, but did you also not hear from the first part of the reunion that they have been in multiple events and have never had an issue? I think now, since the cameras are on and now we're seeing the full real dynamic, you are trying to prevent from us seeing the real you and the real reason why you don't want them to be cool. It's because of you. You're so busy trying to avoid a fight, but yet nothing happened. Because I don't think that Gucci wants to be in this space with Selena. I think she's just doing it to please you. Everything is off about making sure you see that she's fighting 10 toes down for you. Okay? And, Gucci is constantly trying to egg on an issue with Selena, but then backpedals and say, oh, you want to fight? You still want that smoke? It's like, girl, shut the fuck up, okay? I think because JJ and Gucci wanted this opportunity for them to be the stars, that they did not handle this opportunity like they should have. I mean, y'all spent the last couple of seasons trying to paint a negative narrative about Selena as the parents of your children, which wasn't right. How y'all gonna capitalize off an opportunity that she gave you to turn around and make her look bad? That makes no sense. And going back from last season, Carlos told JJ he needs to make it right for his family. He's a man of the house. He needs to fix it. But of course, JJ don't want nobody else telling him how he needs to fix his own situation because they're not in it. They don't know how to navigate something they've never been through. He's all about, I'll control my situation the way that I control my situation. But you're not controlling it, JJ. You're avoiding it. You're placing blame. You're escaping accountability. You're holding resentment. You're allowing your wife to speak for you, to speak on your behalf and act on things that she shouldn't have to act on and get involved on things that she should not get involved in. So as far as where is his relationship now with his other daughters, the twins have come around, but Sanjay has not came around. And Selena chimed in and told him, the only reason why you're in a better place with your other daughters is because they came to you. They told you they want to figure it out. If they never called you and wanted to figure this out with you, y'all wouldn't be in this better place. So, excuse me, I'm here for her calling out like, you think you did your big one by figuring things out with your daughters, but you didn't. Your daughters carry more maturity to figure it out with you. And here go Gucci chiming in defense of JJ. Well, it don't matter who reached out. It don't matter now. Yes, the fuck it does, Gucci. It does matter. The parent holds the responsibility of making sure he keeps the relationship with his kids. It is not up to the kids to figure out the relationship. Why do the kids need to chase JJ? JJ is the daddy. He needs to make sure he has a better relationship with his daughters, especially now that his daughters are having children. He has grandchildren. He needs to make it right. He needs to have a proper relationship with his daughters in order for him to be a part of his grandchildren's lives, Gucci. See, this is why you don't know how to be a mother. As far as the mother you present yourself out to be in order to get with JJ, you don't know how to handle it because your daughter wouldn't have told you that it was because of your lack of support I end up like this. Since you did not want to figure out how to make your daughter's life feel better, since you did not want to be there to help her through her problems, you decided to allow your daughter to go through life by herself. And then now that she's in this space of needing help, now you want to say, I should be there. You should have always been there. But you didn't want to. You didn't want to figure out how to be a better mother for her. You wanted to pretend to be a better mother in order to land a man. That's what you did. And that's all your focus has been. Since you got JJ, your focus has always been to make sure you keep this man. And you have allowed your daughter to be left in a space of not feeling supported, not feeling loved, not getting the attention, where she was willing to be on that bridge and let it all go. That's why. So as far as him saying, listen, I raised y'all. Y'all are grown. I don't have to have a relationship with your mother, but I also want your mother to be happy. I want her to find somebody that makes her happy, and y'all could be at peace. I didn't like his insinuation of making it seem as if Selena wasn't happy because she didn't have anybody at the time. And now that she is with Mike, you thinking that everything is working all great. I'm not understanding that. Because I feel like you wanted Selena to feel some type of way that you were married to Gucci, but she never felt some type of way about you getting married to Gucci because she didn't care. But I think you wanted her to care that you got remarried. I don't know if it was a competition for you to jump back and get into another relationship after Selena, like Selena wasn't the prize, but you make Selena out to be the prize. You make her out to be the one that got away. And Selena is very happy. Like, Selena does not think about you at all the way you and Gucci thinks about her. But it doesn't matter if she didn't have Mike or not. Selena was going to be happy regardless. And listening to Selena's fiance, Mike, about how he feels like it ain't Selena that's the problem. It's everybody else, meaning Gucci and JJ, that's creating the problem and have kept on creating the problem. Because he said, listen, you say you want to be happy over there and we happy over here. I'm going to say this right now. There should be no more disrespect. Here go Gucci and JJ. Absolutely. There should be no disrespect. You right. You absolutely right. But y'all not taking accountability. Y'all been disrespectful to Selena. Y'all have been disrespecting her for years. Y'all have not owned up that y'all have painted her out to be a horrible mother. And y'all have not apologized for it. JJ, this is the reason why your daughters feel some type of way. This is the reason why they don't want a relationship with Shantae, Sophia, so Gucci. This is why. Selena even said, I cannot have a dime or a penny to my name. I could sit here with a brown paper bag on my head and your ass would still be jealous of me. And I do believe she will, because Gucci, you are caring more about a woman that's not even married to your husband anymore. You got the husband. Why are you fighting so hard to keep him? Because he wants you to act foolish and dumb for his behalf? Because he's placed Selena on a high-ass pedestal that you probably will never reach, but he wants you to fight like hell to replace her? By placing you in situations you don't need to be in order for you to prove your love and loyalty to him. Girl, fuck out of here with that. And for you to even have a clap back and say, you look like you got one now. See, more and more Gucci looks fucking stupid. More and more Selena is like, girl, I'm happy you got this man because he gonna put you to the ringer and that's not gonna be my fault but yours. But it's even funny to see the way that JJ was like, nah, it's okay, let her talk. Let her talk. No, JJ, don't act like you trying to be about peace now. You trying to be mature now, because I'm pretty sure y'all had a conversation about how y'all wanted to enter this reunion. Y'all probably talked about how you wanted her to egg on a conversation with Selena, egg on with all these jabs towards Selena, and then make it seem as if Selena is the one that doesn't want the families to be mended. Make it seem as if Selena doesn't want the families to be back together because she keeps on coming after Gucci, as if Gucci ain't done shit to provoke her. Fuck out of here with that, JJ. Okay, it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit, because y'all still have not held yourself accountable on how y'all trying to paint Selena out to be a horrible mother. And it was a deleted scene from the first part of the reunion where we get to why they really have not been good with Gucci. That's why Gucci be trying to present herself to be in a competition with Selena that she's not even in competition with. Then it was revealed that D wanted Selena to be her mama because Selena showed more love towards D than Gucci did. And I think that that's Gucci's problem. Since you don't want to accept the fact that you were never there for your daughter because you were so focused on snatching up a man, you mad that Selena was able to show another child that wasn't hers more love than you did? Get the fuck out of here. Carry that energy as to why you wasn't there for your daughter when you needed to be, but you were so focused on being a wife to somebody who not treats you badly, but places you in horrible situations in order for you to be proven that you are the right woman for him. I'm moving on because I feel like that scene or that part of the reunion, it didn't go anywhere. It's Gucci and JJ escaping accountability, and maybe that's why they're not signing up for next season, because JJ knows he did not present himself well on this show. He knows he is a common denominator, and he knows he ain't gonna want to answer to his faults as to why this is the reason why his family is so divided. So we get Glenn and Letitia's segment. We start off with the scene where they were out in the woods trying to buy some land. Glenn said, we can't buy this land because I ain't got no money. I'll quit my job. Letitia spazzing out, crying, frantic over her mammogram appointment. And she said, where the insurance at? Where the insurance at? Because they found something in my breast. Then finding out that Glenn bought a box truck, but also received information on how to start up his business that he didn't want help in. And asking now in present time in this reunion, do Glenn have a job? He said, yeah, I got a job. A job doing what? I got a box truck. What does that mean? What does this box truck do? You deliver. You deliver what? Oh, I have a company. What's the company name? Questions he couldn't even answer because he don't know. It took for his wife to come in for his rescue to make sure her husband don't look stupid because he doesn't know what he's doing. For a man who wanted the celebration of coming out to be an entrepreneur, he sure looked dumb trying to do it. So she said, we have our company. It's Pearson and Pearson Logistics. Yes, it is. I just find it hilarious. Your husband wanted to keep you in the dark about how he wasn't going to give you updates about his plan. He wanted to show you what his plan was, but yet he still wanted you to do your part by getting a broker's license, doing all of the paperwork, all of the grunt work of getting the business off the ground. Because it's hard work that he doesn't have to do. It's hard work that he doesn't know how to do. Since this is your lane or how you know how to start a business, figure out how to help other people start their businesses, he figured, oh, you got that. That's on you. That's on you. Anyway, so Letitia said she signed that contract, and once she signed the contract, the buzz just was going and going. Folks kept calling and calling. And it was just interesting listening to Letitia talk about their business at the same time that it was supposed to be Glenn doing that. Wasn't this Glenn's moment to talk about the business he was so excited to be a part of? But since he don't know what he's talking about and he don't know how to answer questions regarding his own business, oh, he let his wife handle that. Glenn just wants everything to be done and he just reaps all the glory and the benefits of thinking that he put in the hard work knowing it wasn't even him. It was Letitia. Weak ass nigga. So we get an update on her mammogram appointment and her biopsy. It was all benign, thank the Lord. And was it a difference of seeing Glenn home every day versus him only being home a short time since being on that tugboat? She said, it is a difference. We had to learn each other all over again. Well, it looked as if you didn't want to learn each other all over again because you wanted to make it seem as if you were so busy you didn't want to be home. But he said, I appreciate everything that she does, and I actually have a way more different perspective of how she handles her business, and I give her way more respect. I respect her way more than I did before. Meaning he didn't give a fuck about what you was doing. But either way, they have reconnected. It's all good. I don't know if it's real. But now we move on to New Orleans, where it was a small scene on the bus where everybody was talking about their celebrity crush. Glenn's celebrity crush is Megan Good. Somebody with an Instagram name of Megan Good reached out to him in his DMs, and it's like, not Megan Good. Megan the body good? No, ma'am. The one that's married to Jonathan Rogers. Why would she be in your DMs? Why would she be interested in you? Turns out it was a fan page. But then I'm wondering, Letitia, I thought he removed his social media because that's what got him in trouble in the first place, was because women kept on reaching out in his DMs and he kept on answering back. So how was it that he has a fan page? And you're going to overlook the fact that it was Megan Good? Okay. So while they're talking about how it wasn't Megan Good, it was just somebody on a fan page, Gucci said, I mean, he can't cheat on her with that one. He can't cheat on her with that one. Letitia didn't like that. He can't do what? He can't cheat on me with that one? Oh, but girl, I heard your husband cheats on you when he goes out of the country. I said, hold up now. What's up, Pete? What's up? How we get here? So then it's like, oh girl, I let my husband cheat in peace. Now what's up? Now what's up? So it's like, you're the problem. No, you're the issue. No, you're the issue. Pump the brakes. Now, Gucci, you threw out that shade, which you all know would have affected her, and then she threw shade back at you about how your husband cheats on you when you out of the country. What's that about? And you say, I let my husband cheat in peace? Girl, I don't know. I don't know what's up with that. Again, it's like so many factors, and I'm thinking about it's also what's leading to them not returning, because for you to say, let my husband cheat in peace, what's that mean? I get it. You trying to, like, not be bothered by her saying that, but how does Letitia know that allegedly JJ cheats on you when he goes out of the country? Where you be going, JJ? Where'd she hear that from? Yeah, another reason why you ain't coming back, because we all know it's going to be some digging, it's going to be some after effect about what did Letitia mean when she said you be out of the country cheating on me. What did that mean? I don't think you wanted those types of problems coming on the next season and dealing with that type of camera and attention on your marriage. I don't think you want that. But anyway, now we get to the brawl, okay? Now, in the beginning, yes, I keep trying to bring everybody together, but it all ended in a fight. And I'm tired of Letitia making it seem as if it was Akeisha who instigated when it wasn't her. It was her husband and his little boyfriend. So now we get to the final scene of the season, where it was an unseen footage of Latrice and Letitia discussing what happened. And also we get to Latrice upset that her nephew's phone was missing and it got in Akeisha's hands, supposedly. and she's mad that she didn't get reached out by her. And I just want my nephew's phone because I'm trying to tell you, no, my fucking nephew died. And I'm just like, hold up right now, wait. So when she sends the first message to Akeisha, it's about discovering throughout the melee that production gave her phone to her niece, and she's just trying to get it back. Those are his memories. I want the phone back. And if you know what's up, let me know. Then, don't know how long it's been since that message got sent. There was another message that Latrice ended up sending that I'm going to sum it up because this was so rude as hell of Latrice to send Akeisha. First, she titled it by saying, listen here, you antique face dummy. And she just spoke about how Akeisha felt like sucking some NFL's peen all those years ago makes it think that she's uppity, she is earned class and rights, and girl, you ain't nothing but a bitch. You ain't got no substance. Nobody fucking likes you. Act your fucking age. It's just like, oh no, ma'am. Excuse me. What are we doing? You want to say Akeisha did hood rat shit behavior, but that's some hood rat shit right there. How dare you speak to her in this way when you're in your feelings about losing your nephew's phone? And also, we discover that her nephew passed away a week after the event. And she wants his phone. She's very emotional. And I'm very sorry to hear that. But I do think that Latrice is taking out her anger, frustrations on the wrong person. From Akeisha's perspective, she did not have an issue, but what she will not tolerate is any type of disrespect towards my husband. We come to support you, and my husband gets disrespected. No, my husband comes to support me. My husband travels to Mississippi to support me. So anytime there's disrespect towards my husband, I will not allow it, period. So here Letitia, starting from the middle, not starting from the beginning, already accusing Akeisha for ear hustling and whispering words to Willie and also saying to Glenn, we don't give a fuck. What is she supposed to say? Y'all coming at her husband, telling him y'all don't like him and y'all talking about his hair. But first we need to get to the part where Glenn spoke about Akeisha. So for you to say it all started because she said we don't give a fuck. Well, if you got two men telling my husband they don't like him, and I'm gonna speak for me and my husband and say we don't give a fuck if you don't like him. So for Letitia to already place blame on Akeisha, she said, first of all, we're not even going there. Don't come for me, okay? You've been coming for me. And Letitia is over talking Akeisha like she's been over talking everybody at this reunion, saying you don't give anybody else room. You stay over talking her. You want to bring your people in. And she's like, bring my people in. Well, I need to bring my people in. For what? And then you want to say I've been competing with you? Akeisha hit her with this. You can't compete where you don't compare, ma'am. Okay? Sit the fuck back and worry about getting that business off the ground and make sure your husband can take care of your household. How about that? I knew she hit her up with that because she ain't got nothing to say. And it's like Letitia getting all high and mighty thinking she can go ahead and tell Akeisha, oh, you this and you this and you this, as if Letitia ain't exhibiting exactly who she's trying to project that energy on towards. Like, get the fuck out of here. And I'm really pissed off that we did not talk about why was it revealed that Letitia and Glenn wanted to orchestrate a scandal for Willie to be involved in, so it could be Willie's messing around with a woman in his DMs, and it be Akeisha and Willie's marriage being a part of the show. Why didn't we get to that plot? Why didn't we get that? Okay? But of course, they all going back and forth. Akeisha wanted Letitia to keep going. Let her keep going. But Carlos wants to calm things down. And then Akeisha revealed what she heard. What set things off was when she heard Glenn talking about how my husband was competing with this man because he got Latrice and he just got me. That's what happened. Now, I don't know if Glenn knew or didn't know this was going to get revealed, as if we didn't see it on camera. We didn't see the words coming out of your mouth. But he had to lick his lips. He had to breathe because he knew he fucked up. He held his composure because he knew he had to. But it's just like, I didn't say nothing bad about Akeisha. I just said he got her. But you placing me in the same level as her. Why would you say that? I didn't say nothing about you. I said you. What does that mean though, Glenn? When you want to place somebody in a narrative about how another man's jealous because another man has a young hot wife and all he has is Akeisha, that's shade, stupid. How you so smart but you so dumb? This is why Willie calls you Dumb and Dumber. You're so fucking lame. And I don't know why you would mention Latrice. What does Latrice have to do any of this? You trying to piece of Cliff's ego? Like, what's going on here? And why isn't nobody else calling out that Glenn was wrong for what he said? And Letitia's sitting right there next to him, looking dumb and stupid, defending the bullshit. But I felt like it doesn't matter. She don't like Akeisha, so she isn't upset about any shade that comes her way. Then he gonna do this whole pulling on the heartstrings. I have a black mother. I have a black grandmother. Everybody on this stage, every woman on this stage is beautiful to me. I don't find none of these women unattractive. I think they're all beautiful to me. All cap, all bullshit. Okay? All bullshit. Good night and goodbye. Like, why isn't anybody... And did y'all notice that Cliff and Latrice were quiet the entire time? They ain't had nothing to say? I'm surprised because this was about Latrice's event. Why didn't she leave the brigade to tell Akeisha that it hurt me that you did that? But then Akeisha would have been like, I didn't do that to you. It was your husband and it was his little boyfriend. But I don't think Latrice wanted that at the reunion. I don't think she wanted to admit that her husband was wrong. So she would rather he take the energy onto somebody else and not her. So then it's the whole thing about how y'all think Akeisha is better than y'all because you say she's not meant to be part of this platform. How are you going to tell somebody else they're not meant to be part of a platform? How come you're not standing up as a fucking woman and tell your husband he was wrong for bringing Akeisha in that conversation? He should never said that. But no, she won't do that. And Carlos, he really did not hold Glenn accountable for what he said about that comment. But then Glenn made it about him by saying, I had a lot of shit thrown at me. You're not a victim. You threw a lot of shade towards Willie and Akeisha, and he threw it back at you, and you couldn't handle it. So now we're just going to stop there. We get to Latrice wanting her nephew's phone because her nephew was at both events. He helped out a lot. And then the assumption that his phone got lost in the melee. Production told her they gave it to Akeisha's niece. She gets emotional because her nephew died a week later, like I said, and I want his phone. Those are his memories, and they are deserving to be with us. Now, she kept saying that when she tracked the location, it was at Akeisha's house. But when you see the address that she sent to Akeisha, said, that's not my house. That's near my house. That's next door to my house. So I think that Latrice is acting out of anger because of her husband's, because of her nephew's passing, but she's not trying to listen. She thinks that Akeisha's not being honest, but you just admitted that you had to look at the address as well after she told you that's not her home. That's around her home. That's in the proximity of her home. That's not her home. You said, you right, it did, it was. Now, she has never seen the phone, never had the phone, never saw the phone, never of that way, okay? But then, finding out that you sent that message 3 weeks later, and then she might have mentioned to her niece, oh, that phone, it was tossed a long time ago. Like, that's the part where I feel like a lot of people are not understanding. Throughout that entire melee, everybody's energy was on high, tensions were flared. So if production gave someone else a phone, and they don't know who phone that is, and I'm mad, I'm heated, I'm gonna toss that shit too. I ain't keeping nothing. So I didn't like the fact that folks are trying to say Akeisha kept the phone and knew that it's her nephew's phone and she doesn't want to give it back. But I'm not keeping it. What's the point of me keeping it? It's not my phone. And if we just got into a fight and this bitch gonna send me an ignorant ass message calling me anti-face dummy, what makes you think I'm gonna be even more inclined to help her when she gonna disrespect me in this manner? Oh, I don't have the fucking phone. So she says she can still track this phone to this day. It's still in the proximity of her home. Willie said, I put this on my daddy's grave. I don't have your phone, okay? So the fact that you're asking us now in this manner, you would have had a different outcome. Had you called me and said this to me in this type of tone, feeling this type of way, I would have been like, okay, let me ask my next door neighbor. Because if you still see its last location pinned around her house, then go take your ass over there to that area and search for the phone. Hell, it might be in the sewer. It might be in a bush. Who knows, right? And nobody can tell me a battery can last that damn long without turning it off. And how come your nephew didn't even notice that his phone was missing? How long did it take for him to realize he lost his phone? And why couldn't he get a new one? Like you don't have a backup memory or something? Like, again, I'm very sorry that your nephew passed away. I really am. But I do think that Latrice lacks accountability when she be in her feelings and she goes off of her emotions and she be nasty and negative. But then be expecting for somebody to be caring and understanding. No, not the way you acted towards me. Why would I be caring and understanding? For what? No, ma'am. And then we get to the ultimate question. From Latrice and Letitia's perspective, they feel like Akeisha should not be a part of the collective. Do y'all think the same way? So Latrice said, I've always supported Latrice. I had nothing to say. I've always supported her for her success. Well, wait a minute, Latrice. You did throw some slight shade towards her when you went to Antoinette's office and said she ain't bought the keys to Fair Street. But again, I don't even think that Latrice has an actual issue with Akeisha. I think she's following behind because Letitia has an issue. Because she ain't said any other time that Akeisha has hurt her other than the situation that happened at her event. So Letitia, the main one talking about why she don't think that Akeisha should be part of the collective, because she says in the 3 months that they're filming and they see Akeisha, that's the only time that they see her. And when she's here, she's pushing her agenda. Ain't that what y'all supposed to do? You're on the reality show, promoting your business and pushing your agenda. That's what you did when you started the show, Letitia. You wanted to push the agenda of bringing in a collective group of women to bring more entrepreneurship to Fair Street. That's what you did. So I'm trying to understand, why is the purpose of what you're supposed to do on this show a problem? And then you speaking as if we don't even see her after that. She don't check in on one of us because y'all not actual friends. She knows who she wants to speak to. She knows who she wants to hang out with. Because you're not one of them. You want to say she don't deserve to be part of this collective. That's all bullshit. And then when Akeisha comes in and said, please, I've had a lot of conversations with a lot of people on the stage talk about how you like to lie. No, that's the truth. How you like to lie. I've spoken to Latrice. I have spoken to Tambra about how you like to conspire. You like to plant little digs and all that stuff. Absolutely. Absolutely. You have. Okay. Like, it's hilarious coming from Letitia, who lacks what she wishes she represents. And then says, but Akeisha, you so focused on material things. What material things was she focused on? And why would you bring that up? Because it's on your mind of what you don't have, probably. And then Akeisha hit her with, oh, please, girl, you want to say, that's all I have? That's all I'm worried about, baby. Your husband had you sit on this platform for cheating, okay? Had you sitting on a reunion stage waiting for paternity results for a child you was willing to raise. Get out and goodbye. Good night. Knowing that's a sore spot for her. And then says, nobody freaking likes you anyway. Do you think Akeisha gives a damn? She don't care. Like, get the fuck out of here. You just mad that she had a further way of getting a building on Fair Street than you did. So when Glenn's trying to calm her down, he said, you good. They can say if they want to say, true or not true. Okay, well, hope y'all bring y'all truth about y'all business next season. Then wonder where the keys to Fair Street. Keys that you don't have, and you dumbass bitch, she showed you the building. Like, fuck out of here. Ever since she told you you had dirty plates, Party City decorations, your burnt waffles and cold eggs. Oh, my Lord. It's just been, I hate Akeisha. Cannot, right? So then they ask, who do you, Carlos asks, who believes that Akeisha belongs in the collective? Tambra said she does. Marie, she gave a good point. She's talking about how these 3 women have an issue that ain't got nothing to do with me. But I will say that there's been a lot done in the collective. So I can't say that, why would she be the catalyst of why she doesn't belong in the collective when there have been plenty of things that has been done in the collective. And let's get to your ass though, Letitia. You've done way worse. That should have revoked your ass from being a part of this collective as well. No, for real. Let's get to that, because just last season, you wanted to fight Latrice and called her an insecure bitch. Let's get to that. Let's also get to you sitting your ass down and talking to Tambra Stalker. Let's get to that. Let's also get to the fact you want to bring Damon's alleged ex-girlfriend onto the show for her to confront Tambra. Let's get into that. Marie already did her shit. And listen, Marie didn't do anything as far as getting into with all the other ladies. She had her own problems to fix. She only needed to fix her issue with Tambra. She was able to do that. But Marie was really like cool breeze the rest of this reunion. Like, get out of here with that shit. Like, And Akeisha don't give a fuck what Letitia thinks. She will never give a fuck what she thinks. What she do, I don't give a damn what this lady do. Hell, I live rent free in her head. Stage. And then we discussed Marie and Latrice's beef. They both tired. They don't want to keep on going back and forth. And it all ended with a burger. Excuse me, that Latrice gives Marie's cooking a 20. And could it all end up with a hug? It did. They hugged. Cool. So, ending notes, we got Akeisha and Willie writing a book about their love journey and their journey to become parents. I can't wait for that to come out. Marie is still expanding her business. She got her doctorate and she's going to renovate her mental health facility she's owned for the last 10 years. So Tamara created a weight loss tea after her pregnancy and she couldn't work out, but the tea really helped her. But I'm like, how did you not work out? Now, I know you was already skinny, but I'm going to need for you to give me the 411 as to why you couldn't work out after your pregnancy. And that all you had to do is come up with a weight loss tea. Listen, I need a weight loss tea. I need one, okay? Latrice is investing with Cliff and is also in investing, like I said, and also creating another Taste 2.0, like she did with Goddess Lengths. Selena, she's enjoying being a grandmother again. She'll be starring in 2 movies and expanding her clothing line collection with her daughters. And Sophia, she passed her real estate broker's test. That's amazing. So now her and her husband are in talks of developing low-income houses for the community. That's good. I'm happy. Letitia is expanding her brunchware plates and also helping Glenn with his company, but she doesn't want to just have a box truck. She wants to be the warehouse, the distribution and warehouse of all the goods that other trucks will come in and grab items. So you want to have a high-end contract. That's a good idea. But also I need to know, will it come to pass? Will everything you said on this review about these businesses and you expanding everything, will that be real on the next season? So we end the season with apple cider. Carlos gives Selena her own Belle, and that's it. Season 5 of Belle Collective is over. I'm thanking God that it's over. It was a good season, but I'm mad that it cut so short. This second part of the reunion, it was good, but I got pissed off with the men on how the men's segment really did not end in a resolve. And it didn't end in a resolve throughout everything else. Like, I felt like everything was just rushed to just get through. And I feel like this is also why Akeisha said, I'm leaving. Considering the way she was treated the final episode, and I think the way she felt disrespected at this reunion, she said, yeah, I'm done with this shit. I ain't returning. Fuck out of here. Love y'all, but fuck y'all. But y'all, that's it. That's all I have. Please stay tuned for my next video, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.